So room tour. I cannot believe it's June. Wow. Things have been moving a little slowly. Things take much longer and cost much more money than than I expect. Right now I have, let's see. I have this entire rack bulkheaded and ready to plumb. Right now at the very bottom, I have the 40-gallon. It's set up right now. I have a little hang on the back. I just set this up like a couple days ago. Got a couple fish in here. Just kind of monitoring what the 10-gallon that I have over here's temperature is, and this temperature. I have a temperature control unit, but I just want to make sure that if it's 80 in here for 6 hours and then 78, and then there's a lot of, just because it's hot outside, it doesn't mean the water temperature has enough time to catch up to that. I didn't know that ratio, but I'm slowly figuring that out. This is just a workbench for now because those tanks and these tanks aren't up here yet. And the top rack will not be plumbed. That'll be more of a shrimp-centered area. So right now I have the 40 down here, which will be kind of a fry grow out, but I just kind of have a smorgasbord of stuff that I'm bringing over from my house. So right now I have a storage or water storage tank that I'm going to hook up to everything. And I got to keep installing bulkheads, and I also need to find a spot where I can put miscellaneous items, which I think is going to be this wooden cart right here, where I'll bag up fish and catch cups and food and all that kind of stuff that I can kind of wheel around. So I'm just now moving into this place. There's a lot to get done here. Not only the fish rack, there's things that are broken inside. Putting baseboards down because there's no baseboards. Replacing toilet seats that were broken. Fixing a shower, you know what I mean? There's so many things that comes with moving away and moving into a place this is not an apartment, this is a guest house, and it was built a long time ago. So there's a lot to be done. Especially there's a lot of, like, this is just storage. This is a storage unit. But a lot of this stuff is from previous renters, and it just needs to either be I need to find their owner and be able to get it to them, or I'm just gonna start having to throw things away if I can't find contacts for the owners of these things. I'm not going to throw away things that seem important because that's not my place, but just starting to move some things out of here so I have more room in here. Right now, this won't be here. So right now I kind of have from right here to all the way over here. Also need to black out that window because these tanks over here that are in the sun in the morning are going to get to, I don't know. I actually have no idea. They're going to get way warmer than these are. So I'm either going to use that to my advantage and have the cichlids right here on this side. But then I don't really know. So I'm slowly figuring these things out. I'm also a kid who just works at a restaurant. I'm also in school. So I can only pay for so much, especially because once I was in the actual house itself, which is just right over there, there's things that I have to fix. Okay. Now you are buying all your groceries, and now it's just regular life things that you have to figure out because I just turned 20 a couple months ago. So, but aside from that, this is going great. Things are taking a while, but I already said that. Things are costing a lot of money. But regardless of that, like I said, the 40 is set up. This is the power that I'm working with right here. I have 2 hefty power strips, and I also have a temperature control unit right down here. So that's going to keep this, I can heat it, I can cool it, I can do whatever I need to do with it. So this room luckily is insulated really well. Also, another thing I'm going to have to black out is this window up top. Unfortunately, luckily there's 2 of them, so I can keep one open for just ambient light. But that is pouring down on half the rack and putting sunlight on all these tanks, and you just don't want that, in my opinion. So for right now, I have some of my fish in this tank. This is kind of like just a random bunch of plants that I pulled out. This tank is I'm just kind of testing to see. This has been here for 3 days now. Everyone looks great. Temperature is not fluctuating as much as I thought, which is awesome. What else? Okay, top rack, Cardina and Neocardina. I don't know how many months I am out from having all of these things. What do I have left? I need to drill and put bulkheads in 9 more tanks Then I need to connect everything to a central drain system that's going to go right out there. Then I need to connect this, and this will be right here. This will be right here. That needs to go over there, and that will be a holding tank for just water that I can put a pump into, pull water out of it, and put into these tanks. So right now, the only thing that I have set is this bulkhead right here. And then if you can see in the back, I might drop my phone in the water here. Whoa. There's a ball valve, and that ball valve is a little bit bigger than the rest of them that are going to be installed. But that ball valve will allow me to drain this tank 30%. And the other ones will be about 25%. I'll be able to drain them down to. In my opinion, I don't know, I'm not 100% sure. Draining them down to 25% is going to be, I mean, if I have to get 50% out, what I'll do is I'll drain it, I'll fill it up, and I'll drain it again. And then you also have, I'll have a little pump where I can, if I need to, I can suck all the water out of it. Just a little pump that I can just kind of drop in and then pull water out of. So it's going to be not as automated as I once hoped. But for right now, this is the prototype. I'm in a room that is, I have it written down. I have a room, this room is 18 by 16. So this entire room, pending on me getting stuff out of here, could end up with 4 or 5 more racks in it, which seems ridiculous. But I mean, I spend all of my small amount of money that I have on getting this done. I currently have an order in for all the sponge filters and all the rest of the bulkheads for everything, which was like $800, but that's just how she goes. I want to be shipping and selling fish by the end of the year. There's a lot of projects that I have on pause, and there's a lot of projects that I have yet to start. So I will have a small selection at the start, and then you're gonna have to give me some time to figure out the newer projects, right? Because every fish is different, even shrimp are different. So I'm gonna get into all of that. I have some prior knowledge on some of the fish I'm gonna work on. Some of the fish that I'm gonna work on in here, I don't have any knowledge on, and that's the fun part about the whole recording and showing other people is that right now, certain fish, when I get them in a couple months, when this whole thing is finished, I'm not gonna have any sort of experience, and I'll be able to walk through what I've come to conclusion with and show people, and then hopefully send them fish to wherever they're at in America, and then be able to replicate that and enjoy the process of that too. The whole point of this for me is absolutely not about money. I love this to my heart. I don't know if you can tell, just I'm pretty enthusiastic about this, and I'm not necessarily an enthusiastic person. I'm a little bit more low-key, but when I start talking about this kind of stuff, even to a phone, I mean, when I bring people in here that don't really know what's going on, I talk their ear off. So this whole thing is really exciting for me, and I would do it. And I mean, if I get a couple years into it and I break even, I'm happy. So this allows me to do what I want to do for now. There's always room for expansion. I've already measured. I can fit, even if I wanted to 5 or 6 more racks, I could technically fit it in here. It's a laundry room for me. So that means the humidity and the temperature is already going to be really high. All I have to do is close this little window over here, and the humidity and temperature, I had this window closed all day, 82 degrees in this room, which you think is hot, but the door's open right here, and this whole area over here is probably about 78. The temperature of the tanks right now, for the big one, it is 78, and the little one is 77. So I'm assuming because the tank that is the 40 gallon is larger, when it was hotter today, I think it was 84 degrees today, that tank peaked at 79 degrees. So I'm assuming is it's all based on how long something's hot for, like this room, and how many loads of laundry I do. So if I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do a cold water change on blank fish, and then I want the temperature to rise up, do a load of laundry, turn the temperature control unit on, and I can literally, I mean, yesterday I took this room from 76 to 82 in 45 minutes. So with the help of the washing machine and the dryer running and this temperature control unit, making sure it stays between where I want it, everything's been working out perfectly. Now it's going to be summer, winter. I mean, I live in San Diego, so the temperature is pretty much always the same. So the reason that things are taking so long is because not only am I starting this entire rack and expanding my business at the same time that life is changing big time for me. So I had a set amount of money set aside to finish this rack. And unfortunately, my dog, my puppy, she's about 8 or 9 months old. I have 2 dogs. One's about almost 2 years old. I've had him for forever. And the other one is fresh to us. She came from the pound. Both of them did. But she unfortunately had swallowed a cat toy at the pound. So much for saving money. Not that that's why you get a dog at the pound, but so much for going to the Humane Society and getting a dog, because little did we know she had a cat toy in her stomach, and that created some complications. And that lump sum of money that I had set aside went to saving my dog's life, which I would do that again and again in a heartbeat if that doesn't show that animals are really important to me. I don't know what does. So I'm just going to keep working away at this, doing as much as I can, but understand that I'm a fresh 20-year-old who just moved out, and here I am with my fish business, and this is all I think about. My dogs, gardening. So overall, I'm kind of just a nature nerd. If I'm not at home, I'm probably not at a national park or working. So it's just I want to be able to show you guys what's happening. I am kind of disappointed that things are taking this long, but you have to realize, I mean, with projects, this looks kind of crazy, doesn't it? With projects, things are going to take longer than you expect. So my hope was, I think May, like late May, to be fully done with this thing, and it's June 6th. So, and even if I was like, oh yeah, by the end of June, this will all be done, I would probably be way wrong. So I'm not going to put a date on it. The website is still down. I posted it on my Instagram basically saying that it's going to be down for 3 to 6 months intentionally, because I don't want to have false expectations and have people trying to order fish, then get disappointed, realize I don't sell fish, and then not come back. So website's down. I'm working on everything. Just cut me some slack. I don't know when it's all going to be done, and I am doing my best. So I appreciate watching, not watching, whatever's going on. But I'm just here. I love fish. I love everything, honestly, as far as nature. So, I mean, if this video gets 1 view, 2 views, 100, whatever, it doesn't matter to me. I just want the people who maybe are a little bit lost. I've gotten a couple emails, and I've had people who have my number text me with questions, and people I know in person who I sell fish to, that are asking me like, hey, what's going on? Like, where you at? Just know that this is simultaneously part of just life in general. So, but I appreciate you guys, asking questions and sticking around. But this is going to be huge. I mean, I'm going to do so many new projects and be able to get new stuff out to people. Working on some pygmy sunfish inside, Gilbert eye. Those are really cool, but I want to get into some really interesting things. I want to do what I'm interested in. Don't think I'm going to really follow the market. I think I'll have, the staples that I like. Maybe I'll do some rice fish and stuff, but I'm just going to do what I find interesting, show you guys on the phone. And then if you want to order fish, I'll be able to ship them to your door. So far, from all the shipping that I've done, I have 0 DOAs, but I've only done it like 8 times. So I tried my best. We did have one instance where fish got stuck for almost 5 days in the mail and nothing died. So it could be dumb luck, probably is dumb luck. It was CPDs, so a little bit hardier fish than usual. But irregardless, I just want to be able to enjoy what I'm doing in here and then see that go to other people's places, other people's homes, aquariums, and either enjoy them, repeat that process. And I just want to be able to have lines of fish that I'm proud of. So again, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching.